Welcome back, tribe. Have one here from Man Guide. I regret everything. Hookup culture, especially. Let's get into it.
I legit just had the worst date of my life.
Oh boy, why?
This guy takes me to Kava. It's a chain restaurant that sells bowls. He doesn't even pay for my bowl. I have to pay for my own bowl. And then I leave. I immediately leave and I sit alone in a park.
Yeah, he dodged a bullet. So you want equality and then cry when you get equality. Y'all are independent boss women until the bill comes. You want all the benefits that come with being treated like a traditional woman without having to act like a traditional woman. Get 2 feet in the church, be willing to submit to your husband, choose a family over a career, and then and only then can you expect the traditional treatment of having your dinners paid for.
Oh.
I would tell you to cry about it, but you already did in the park. Alone. That's tough.
And the gag is, these men that disrespect women and talk down on women are always in women business. They don't even like women for real. Y'all gotta wake up.
I'm single because I choose to be single right now.
So
I don't need a man right now. So you saying, oh, you're single because you can't get a man?
yeah, let me ask you a
You
question.
can't retain one? Is
There's plenty.
ridiculous.
The reason why you're saying that you don't need a man right now is because of your inability to
No.
attract and retain a man of value right now. Because if you were attracting and
because
retaining
I'm
any dude,
focusing on my career and bettering myself.
so are you celibate?
There it is. See, you can't retain a man because you're focusing on your career. You put your man second. That's really what it is. Because your money is your money. And when you want a man to be on your level or higher, you're going to expect him to earn more than you, which means he has a demanding schedule. He has a demanding job. He's doing far more than you are. Why would he want to be in a relationship with somebody that has already openly admitted that their career means more to them than the things that man would be looking for, like starting a family, having a wife, being in a partnership where she gives back as much as he's putting in? Do you see what the difference here is? When you go overseas and you find yourself a traditional woman, those are all the things you're going to get. A lot of these women are already educated. They speak multiple languages. I'm speaking about the ones overseas. They're feminine. They're fit. They're super friendly. They treat you with respect. They understand what a man brings to the table, and always are of the mindset that family and their husband is everything. That includes chasing some frivolous career where you're going to get taxed to death, working for yet another man, being a faceless drone in a massive multinational corporation where your life actually has no meaning because you're one of a million in those cubicles instead of being at home, watching your kids grow, helping them become productive citizens of society. Those moments, those core memories that they'll never be able to get back as time flies while you're spending your 9 to 5 at a job somewhere and your kid is having once in a lifetime memories unlocked at a daycare by an overworked hourly worker who doesn't care about your one of 27 kids in the classroom. Yes, congratulations. Modern society has definitely put a wool over your eyes and you're a sheep for believing everything they've told you. Chasing meaningless things. Good job.
That doesn't
Okay,
matter.
cool. You're not celibate. So that means that you got some random that has no potential that's smashing. You granted him your key, because women hold the key to sex. You granted him your key of sex, right? Okay, cool. He didn't grant you his key of a relationship, but even if he did, you probably wouldn't accept it because he's a low-tier dude. That's my point. Because if he was a high-tier dude, you would be the one begging for a relationship. Say if I'm an incel, I don't have the ability to have sex. I'm involuntary celibate, right? That means that girls don't want to have sex with me. I want to have sex with them, but they don't want to have sex with me. And I'm just saying like, oh yeah, well, I'm not having sex because it's by choice. No, it isn't by choice. It's a man's natural proclivity to have sex. It's a woman's natural proclivity to want a quality man. So what I'm saying is that you're not getting your natural proclivity and you're trying to cope with it and say, oh yeah, I don't want it. It's a coping mechanism.
That was good.
Keep the girl that's badass enough to get everybody's attention, but loyal.
Oh, I already could tell. Crazy. What is this? What is all this? Love yourself. Where's your father? Seriously. You have to advertise on your neck your extreme personality, your poor decision-making skills. You're going to want a man to take care of you. Oh no, I bet you we're going to get something of how she's so high value, knows her worth, doesn't need any man. The same script, bro. It's like they're pumping these NPCs out of college.
Loyal enough to only want you.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
You guys cheat for $1,000?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 1,000. That's a lot of money. Like $1,000.
Ladies, please, if you're watching, this is not attractive. What is that right there? You look like one of those baboons with the red buttholes that are like in heat in Africa during mating season. It's absolutely terrible looking.
A good man.
You guys cheat for $1,000?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 1,000. That's a lot of money. Like $1,000 is a lot.
That is a lot of money.
Find out.
Go spend that money. I'd honestly have to go shopping.
Yeah,
You know, the same way they say they don't entertain broke dudes, you shouldn't entertain broke chicks. Look, we're living in an era where a chick will sell her body out for $5 a month. So better believe if you get a girl that's got really nothing to her and a dude comes around offering her $1,000, more than not in the degenerate, hedonistic, low self-esteem society that we live in with brainwashed NPCs from social media, they will take the money. The same way they ask you what you're doing with your life and how much are you earning, reflect it right back on them. These are the strong, boss babe, independent chicks that don't need no man. Except when you put $1,000, they'll spread their clam out for everybody. Cool story, bro. No broke chicks. If this era is going to be just this degenerate and your dating pool is in the city where most of these are, you need to reflect back all the values that they're looking for. You need a woman that's a high earner. You need a woman that's educated. You need a woman that X, Y, Z, whatever they tell you, reflect it back. And only chase those high maintenance women if you're in the city. Because look, the price of your chick getting taken, there's a little beta Bob on the other side here thinking he's got a great girl. She's out with her friend at the fair or wherever they're at. And she's just openly admitting $1,000 is a lot of money. And she'll totally go and cheat with you. Cool story, bro. Your woman's for sale.
pay for $1,000.
Oh, would you guys cheat for $100?
I probably will. It's $100. You know how many hours that is from working?
See? Right there. Straight from the whale's mouth. Told you. High maintenance chicks only. She's got to be super pretty. She's got to be dressed really nice. She has to take care of herself. If you're in the city, find that chick. If you're in the countryside, get you a rough and tumble cowgirl type that's out there in the dirt, playing with the cows, riding quad bikes, fishing with her daddy, yada, yada, yada. That's cool. Find that in the countryside, a real one. If you can, those are the best. But when you're out in the city, bro, you have to go on the other extreme end because look, the land Willie here is selling you out for $100, dude. And her DMs are popping. And there are dudes that are actively courting her, taking her out on dates, feeding the Willie. She's going to grow up to be legendary sized, all off your hard-earned money. And for what? $100, dude. That's not your girl no more.
You with my wife? That's my wife right there.
Wow.
All right, that's my wife. All right, I don't know what you're digging for, but that's my wife right there.
Wow.
Now, I want a divorce, okay? Will you give me a divorce? You give me a divorce.
She can't even answer that while butt naked on a
Please give me
couch.
a divorce. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
This is what manhood and masculinity has been reduced to. Your wife is butt naked on the couch, and all you can say is, "Please give me a divorce. I want to." Please, you have to beg your woman to divorce you. Why would you ever get married in the West? Rip, brother. We'll see you on this side.
Okay? I'll turn the camera on. Right?
Wake up 5 a.m. every day. Go put in 5 miles. Go to the gym Monday through Friday. Only one rest day. Eat clean chicken, eggs, broccoli, and beef. See you in 6 months.
Here's the key. I'm done. All right? I'm done. I'm done with you. Okay? I love my daughter. That's the only thing that's important to me. Okay?
Sheesh.
I have no beef between me and you anymore. I know you're a good man. It's all good. This is not going to be seen by anybody except the judge.
Ha.
All right? So you ain't got to worry about nothing. All right? Sorry to disturb you. Have a nice day.
Another comment says, he ain't soft. That man's smart as hell. He's gonna win in the courtroom. That's if he had a real jury trial. These anti-family courts have judges that are outright feminists, and they make money based on the biased decisions against men. Also, if you filmed this in a two-party state, when it comes to recording, as in you need the consent of the other person to record them in private, I think the evidence can be thrown out and not used in the final verdict.
Oops.
Another comment. Weak? There's nothing weak about this guy. He didn't have to say one derogative thing, yet he made it crystal clear that it was over. Most women expect a violent reaction to this, like she's some kind of prize to be coveted. Walking away like he did 100% made her feel like she means nothing to him. It doesn't get any more G than this. That would work if she felt any type of love for him. I think she just used him for the marriage.
There's nothing G about this. Sorry, dude. Walking on your woman porking another guy. There's nothing G about that. You took a fat L and you've managed to scrape whatever decent response you possibly could to that kind of situation. You're getting a divorce inside the United States of America. You're done for. That's what it means to be a G today, walking in on your woman, porking a dude. Congratulations, Nostra dumbass. This is why men deserve what they get today, because they accept less.
And they have a kid together, so he's on the hook for child support and alimony for 18 years. This is why this bedwench didn't say much nor tried to deny it or gaslight him.
She doesn't
But if
care.
this was in Texas,
She doesn't care. She's going to win. She's going to win everything. She's going to get half their assets. She's going to also get his paycheck. She's also going to get child support. Y'all ever heard of no-fault divorces? They're prevalent in the United States. It wasn't the mailman, it was the friend. I got no beef with you guys. Don't worry. Only the judge will see this. I'm not going to save you, bro. You sign a contract with the government, and the most biased court system in the United States of America, the long dick of the law, is going to show you the real truth about that contract you signed.
he could have shot them both, killed
Brutal.
them, and walked free, because crimes of passion are legal in that state. Specifically catching your spouse sleeping with someone else in your own bed.
I slept with, it was like 10 minutes, right? Can I? Oh,
So it has been decided by millions of women that if he cannot get you off, he no longer counts in your body count. It doesn't matter if it was 10 minutes, like your situation. It doesn't matter if it was an hour. If you don't finish, he doesn't count.
Of course, these bedwenches are going to all agree about that, because then they can discount all the time. They were an HOE, as in, these modern women used SEX as currency to get something. Let's see these delusional comments. One of the top comments with over 16,000 likes says, "I'm suddenly a virgin." Doesn't work that way, sweet cheeks.
So I'm not a girl's girl. And I have reasons for that because y'all bitches are trifling. I'm sorry, but if you've ever tried to make another female friend nowadays, tell me how that's going for you because I genuinely want to know. Girls nowadays are not nice and they don't have your back. They're not your friends. But I know not everybody feels this way. But I feel like all of my pretty friends and my friends that are in relationships, they also admit they're not girls, and girls are not your friend. They either see you as competition or they see what they want, which is usually a boyfriend, and then
Yeah. If you've dated really hot chicks and they got blue check marks in their DMs and whatever, society has put a high value on them because of their beauty. And you have a real conversation with this chick. I've noticed that quite a few of them, they'll have acquaintances, but they're not really close. They might have one close girlfriend, but they will all tell you stories about why they don't really have chicks that are friends because every girl is angling for the guy that they have. The competition amongst a girlfriend group is so ridiculous. The underhanded comments, the backstabbing, conniving, planning behind your back, secretly trying to steal your man, hate to see you happy and want to drag you down. It's always a competition between your boyfriends, yada, yada, yada. You ever notice that there's a lot of times, really hot chicks hang out with really hot chicks also? You only notice somewhat attractive or what you would consider attractive girls have that one ugly friend. But once you step into that next tier of beauty where it's universally accepted, this woman's hot, she probably gets paid for her beauty. She hangs around nothing but extremely beautiful women because having a friend that's just on the lower end automatically is a threat to your relationship. Those girls can't stand the fact that your man, and you have to think of it like this, girls on that level are dating very high quality men. When you hang out and do group stuff, couple stuff, your lower quality friend is always going to be jealous the fact that your man is better than hers because obviously SMV values. Now, when you notice this play out in real life, dude, and you're seeing how the friends start to try to get at you, make little comments, try to make a move on you when she's not there, and she knows this is happening too. That's why a lot of really hot girls don't really hang out with that lower tier of chicks because it's always going to be, I have to watch my back because she's going to try to take my man because she can't do any better. And the only reason she has access to this kind of man is because she's within my friend group doing stuff with me and my man as a couple or whatever it is, a group setting. All the time, whenever I've hung out with or was dating, talking to really hot chicks, they always hang around, like birds of a feather. Seriously, all their friends are ridiculously hot and literally have told me about how they can't have girls that are not on their level or higher because the cattiness, the competition, and the backstabbing, it's too much. They have to have girls on their level that are getting men of the same level, so nobody within the group is trying to compete and take what they have. That's crazy when you hear it come out of their own mouth. And you can say, yeah, what kind of proof do you have besides your anecdotal or the anecdotal of other men? Hang around women of that kind of beauty. Look at the comment section. Why is it that every single really beautiful woman gets absolutely hated on by mostly women in the comment section, calling her a pick-me, calling her pretty privileged, internalizing misogyny, anything. If she does anything that like hot chicks do. Now you get an ogre on the camera that's doing the same little dance, the same little makeup tutorial, the same little conversation that they're having. And they're going to say, what a boss, babe, what a strong, independent, thick queen, absolute goddess, yada, yada. You see? That's the duality of women. So the chick that's not a threat, they'll inflate their ego. They'll lie through compliments. And the chick that they do see as a threat immediately tears her down in the comments. Check it out for yourself if you haven't noticed. That's what they do, but 10 times worse in real life.
And they try and ruin your relationship. And honestly, I have a story time for y'all. Anyways, back when I was dating my ex, there was this girl that I made friends with in a Hollywood party. I thought she was so cool. She liked the same things as I did, and I thought she was really sweet, and I was very wrong. I thought that me and this girl were going to be like new friends. Like I really was like, oh my goodness, I have a new friend. She likes the same hobbies as me, and I don't meet very many girls that have the same hobbies as me in LA. And so anyways, I thought I made a new friend. I was also friends with her friend, who was like such a sweet girl, and I was really excited because I really struggle making friends. I just I don't know. I just don't like hanging out with people. Me and this girl hanging out, whatever. We go to parties together. They're really fun, whatever. I was talking to her about like some of my relationship stuff, and she'd always tell me how like me and my boyfriend were so cute. And she's like, oh my goodness, like you and him are so cute. Like you guys are like the it couple. So anyways, the second that me and my boyfriend decide to break up, guess who goes running to him? Let's take a guess. That fucking bitch. Ugh. So my ex-boyfriend, like after we broke up, he went to a party and she was like all up on him. And not like all up on him like he was feeding into her and da-da-da. Like she was all up on him. And he was like, yeah, because she was asking about me. She's like, where's Jocelyn? We're not together anymore, yada yada. Tell me why the second that he said that, she was like, yeah, her TikToks were really, really cringe. She was so weird. Says you, who was liking all of my stuff. Anyways, and she used to comment on my posts and be like, you're so cute, like da-da-da-da. How you gonna lie to me like that? Anyways, and so she was like trying to go to my boyfriend's kickback that I guess he was having. And of course, she didn't go because he didn't want her to go. And because, I don't know, he just didn't want her to go. And I feel like this isn't even like the only situation I've had. Like I've had so many other situations, but I'm not trying to like expose anyone. But it's just like kind of like I'm over it. I don't want to make friends with girls anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with this whole weird thing that you guys got going on. And I'm just gonna hang out with my friends, and you're on your own. So
this guy has an Al Bundy quote here. Don't try to understand women. Women understand women, and they hate each other. The first thing that guy who found out his wife is cheating is getting a DNA test for the kid. There's a good chance it's not yours. That's true. Forgot about that part. You now have to go back through your entire relationship and establish when this behavior started, which is most likely before you even met your girl. That's why you got to vet them and how they were in their previous relationships and get them to drop these nuggets of truth throughout the relationship by steering the conversation in specific directions and act non-judgmental and be like, wow, yeah, I've had wild times too. So what are some of yours? And, you have to do this kind of digging because the past is a predictor of the future. Women invest in a man whose future is bright, and men want to invest in a woman whose past is clean. And it's that simple. You need to have a clean past. I need to have a bright future. That all comes together and makes a harmonious relationship. If you come from straight up gutter streets, nasty ass history, rap sheet longer than death row inmates, sorry sis, the only man you deserve is a dude whose future looks like a Crypt Keeper nightmare story. It is what it is. Two peas in a pod. You both bring the same value together. So stop asking for more when you're bringing less. And that should be the tale for everybody in the world living today. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one.